Shalom. Call Halan La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Habakkuk. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the earth. Right, it's your brother Allah coming to you with the next part of that video that was entitled "Grow More Spiritually, Mentally." Right, the phone had cut off. And that's crazy because in the first part I had mentioned that the Lord is in full control, and whatever is ordained to happen is gonna happen, right? And right before the phone went off, I said I'm not gonna stop the video, or I'm not gonna stop the lesson, right? But then the phone had turned off, and I came back hoping it was still on and still going, because flowing in the spirit, man, but it had turned off. So it's like I said I'm not gonna stop the lesson, but guess what? The Lord did. But hey, this is another part, and that's an example. You may plan something, right? But hey, that if that's not how the Lord wants it to go, it's not gonna happen, man. Let me see, man's and Lord willing, the elect of Yahweh Shemi, I wish I be edified. Man's goings are of the Lord. Let me see. It's Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his way, his own way? Let's see. A man plans his way. It's probably not going to come up because this particular app, if you miss something, it won't come up. You got to put it, But a man plans, yeah, his steps. Proverbs 16 and 9. Thwada Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Proverbs 16 and 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. You see that? Hey, that's an example. I said I'm not stopping the lesson. I come back and the Lord stopped the lesson, Hey, but it's all good. Or the Lord had the lesson stop. But we left off at Romans the 8th chapter. So I'll just read that again and then, resume. Romans chapter 8 and verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit the things of the spirit. Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because when you're carnally minded, there's barely anything you can understand you can't understand anything that's spiritual, you see? Which is death, man, But to be spiritually minded is a life. It's peaceful, man. It's relief, All right, so verse 8, so then verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. Oh, I believe I was going to go into that word enmity also. Let's see, Romans chapter 8 and verse, let's see, 7. And Lord willing, you can hear me, and the audio's well. Enmity, hatred, opposition, a reason for opposition. I am, Mom. I am. I'm gonna come. Lord. Hey, Salakia brothers. Every man, got his own situation. I'm a young brother, so, but let's continue. Oh, Lord. All right. So, All right. And then regarding examples of being spiritually minded, right? We have our forefather we have Job, right? We have Job, man. Which if I'm not mistaken, Job's name was really Ayawab, right? Ayawab in the Hebrew. Ayawab. You see? So let's go to those example, which is, Job the first chapter and the second chapter. We'll just read the whole thing of both, and whatever the Spirit has brought out, you know, call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harakak Wadash. So this is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, one that feared the Most High, and eschewed evil. Eschewed meaning shun, right? And there was born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels and 500 yoke of oxen and 500 she asses and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them. Right? Verse 5, and it was so, when the days of their feasting were going about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings, according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned, and cursed the Most High in their hearts, meaning in their minds. Thus did Job continually. Verse 6, now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them, which shows what? That Satan is also a son of the Most High. Verse 7, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil? Verse 9, then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear the Most High for naught? Hast not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. Verse 12, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Right? Verse 13, and there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them, and the Sabeans fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. 16, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of the Most High is fallen from heaven, and hath burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. 17, while he was yet speaking, there came also another, and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands, and fell upon the camels, and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another, and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 20, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head, and fell down upon the ground and worshipped, and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Right? He was spiritually minded, because he understood that there's a balance. Hey, the scriptures talk about that. Right? The Lord is balanced, man. Everything is not just gonna be fine and dandy and lily white. It's gonna be times you go through and it's gonna be hard, right? It's gonna be affliction, It's a balance, bro, right? So that's an example of how you ought to be, right? The Lord have gave and the Lord have taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. You know, verse 22, because really everything belongs to the Lord. You're gonna get mad at, which, hey, that's, hey, you know, you hear people say that they were upset with the, man, you out of your mind, bro. You, oh my God, bro. You hear people say they were upset with the Most High, and those people, man, are bugged the fuck out. 22. Like, how can you say something like that? You know what the Lord, oh man. See, but this place lacks fear of the Lord. And in these days to come, fear of the Lord is gonna be brought back, man. Okay? Pride is gonna be ceased, man. And damn sure of you women. Especially, you know, you women, man. Oh boy, big time. And all this Job sinned not, nor charged the Most High foolishly. Right? Now this is the book of Job. This is another example. Book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Salakia, no, might be allergies. Verse 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil? And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yeah, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils, from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Right now, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. Right, which shows you, which is an example of the fact that the woman is the weaker vessel, because she's more easy for different demons and, you know, spirits to access. Right, a demon will jump on your woman to fuck with you. You see, and real quick, and you women that got a problem with the fact that you're the weaker vessel, get the fuck on, man. You know, toodles. You know, you know. First Peter 3 and 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Right? All right. So this is the book of Job, chapter 2. Let me see where we leave off. Yep. You know, verse 10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. So something big that Job understood was that there's a balance. There's a balance. He understood that the Lord gives and the Lord takes away, which is a balance, right? He understood that along with good, you're going to have evil. That's a balance, right? So the Lord had Job's mindset to where he understood balance, right? Verse 10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips, right? You know? You see? Verse 11, now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came every one from his own place, Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, for they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to comfort him, right? And then it goes on, into how that went, right? Which is an example, you scriptures tell you comfort one another, right? Brotherly love, man, so, right? Um, I mean, that was pretty much it, I believe. Oh, and then something else, dealing with wicked thoughts and things like that, right? The Lord may have you, or you may be having certain wicked thoughts or negative thoughts, right? But it's to bring forth a positive, like that in itself, having wicked thoughts, having to fight wicked thoughts, right? What does it make you do, or what is it, I believe for most brothers, it makes you desire the new bodies more. See, we're not going to have to deal with the things we deal with in those new bodies, bro. You know, hey, so the Lord will have something, basically, the Lord can throw something at you to bring you further to Him, right? You know, the Lord can have you, like I said, the Lord can have you having wicked thoughts, right? To keep reminding you that, okay, you're in corrupt flesh. Don't get comfortable here, you know? Desire the new body. You see, so, and that's an example of being spiritually minded. A carnal mind can't understand nothing like that, man, right? So I want to give all praises, honor, and glorification unto our power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the earth. Lord willing, you were edified, and see you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.